watching India Today Tech. I am Pavni Jain, and because it's Friday, so I am presenting our Friday special video to you guys, which is the Q&A video. Yes, so if you are new to our channel, let me tell you what do we do in these videos. You guys ask me tech related questions in the comment section down below or any of the Q&A videos that I do every Friday. Use the hashtag Let's Get Techie and I'll answer to your problem, to your question or doubt or whatever. I'll come up with a solution in our next video. So keep asking and let's begin with today's questions. Question number 1. It's asked by the Next Level and he writes, my name is Ritvik Jonathan. My question for you is, what do you think about Poco F2 Pro being a rebranded version of Redmi K30 Pro? Are you disappointed? No, I'm not disappointed. There's nothing to be disappointed about. I mean, a lot of times, a lot of brands do such things. They launch a particular phone in a country and then they launch a rebranded version of that phone for a different country. And as for the Poco F2 Pro is concerned with launching with a different image, there's nothing wrong. I mean, Redmi K30 Pro seems to be a promising phone and it looks really powerful on paper. It features high-end specs, so there's nothing wrong in that. But for the Indian market, I would like to share with you guys that I don't know which is going to be the next Poco device for us, but definitely K30 Pro is making its way to India, and yes, it will be the successor of Redmi K20 Pro. Next question is from Sanjeev Yadav and he's got two parts of these questions. Number 1, budget is around 30 to 35k. Should I buy OnePlus 70 or wait for OnePlus Z or OnePlus 8 Lite? OnePlus 70 is a good choice, Sanjeev. You can go ahead and buy it. Part 2. Is Google Pixel 4a coming to India? And if it is coming, which should I consider, OnePlus or Google? Considering I like to have decent cameras and not much of a gamer, going to use it for 3-4 years easily. Okay, about Pixel 4a there is no confirmation yet. I mean, rumors suggest that the phone may launch on July 13, but there are no official statements from Google. And if it's just about the cameras, Sanjeev, then I think buying a Pixel phone makes more sense. So yeah, if you aren't in a hurry, let's wait for a while and see what Google has to say about the new Pixel 4a. Otherwise, buying OnePlus 70 isn't a bad choice either. Sahil Kumar Rai writes, thank you for answering my question. I may have in one of the previous videos. One more thing I wanted to ask, will iOS give a better experience than Android? Okay. Sahil, it's not about having a better experience, it's about having a different experience. I mean, I don't believe that iOS is better than Android and vice versa. It's just that different people are comfortable with different sort of platforms and these are two completely different platforms. So some may like either iOS or some may like Android. I mean, I'll share my experience with you. I like iOS for, there is less security breaches on iOS and then excellent user experience, of course. And I also like the fact the way the apps look, they are customized better for iOS. I mean, for example, I like Instagramming, if that's a word, on my iPhone 11 than any of the Android phones. And it's also about the Apple Store, it offers you different kind of apps, variety of apps. But I'll also talk about the Android. What I like about that platform is that it offers you an open platform, which means you can access more and more websites without any hassle, less hassle, I would say. And then it's also about the Google Cloud Storage, which I find is more accessible and cost effective. One important thing, yes, I can recall right now is I really find it easier with Android phones to transfer files and data. So yeah, it totally depends on the kind of user you are. Both these platforms are amazing. It just depends on your maybe habit of using. You may be more comfortable with Android or iOS, but here's a small tip: you should always be trying and experimenting with new platforms. I mean, what if you're using Android but you find iOS more convenient, or what if you are using iOS on the iPhone phone and you find Android more amazing? So do not be afraid of using a new platform. That's it. Next question. Praveen Kumar writes, I had OnePlus 7T Pro and recently my friend had bought OnePlus 8. Which one is the best? Oh my god, competition. Hi Praveen. So there are a few similarities between OnePlus 7T Pro and OnePlus 8 in terms of specs, but OnePlus 8 has definitely got a bigger battery life, a bigger battery, punch hole display, which makes the phone lightweight when you compare it with 7T Pro. But performance wise, there is no huge difference, as in it comes with slightly better chipset. What else? So OnePlus 8 has also got macro lens, but OnePlus 7T Pro offers telephoto lens, and personally I find telephoto lens more useful than macro lens. So yeah, both of these phones are amazing, and stop worrying. I mean, though we have OnePlus 8 series phones now, but you are perfectly alright with OnePlus 7T Pro right now. Aman M has asked a question, guys, and he writes, please suggest a phone under rupees 20,000 with clean software, good performance, decent camera, and easily usable up to 3 years. Well, in that case, Aman, you should look for a stock Android device from brands like Motorola or Nokia, or maybe Mi A series phones. And like you said, you can consider Nokia 7.2, which comes with clean UI and offers decent cameras. But performance wise, I find that phone just okayish. Next question. Wait guys, so two of the people have similar questions. Mohammad Faizan and Vikash Technical have similar questions, guys. They want a new phone under rupees 8,000. You guys can consider Realme C3 under a budget phone. That's a good option. Next question is from The Player. Which would be a better option, Nokia 5.3 or Samsung M21? I would say Samsung M21. Next question is from Abhishek Mehta, and he writes, hey there. Hi Abhishek. I'm using Oppo A51 for 2.5 years, and now you're seeing the latest phones with new updated configurations. Want to buy a new phone? I will go abroad soon, so suggest me if I should buy a mid-range phone like Poco X2 here, or should I buy from the country I will visit? You don't have to buy a new phone from the country you are visiting necessarily. I mean, you can buy any phone here and you'll be fine. And that way, buying Poco X2 is a sensible choice. I mean, it's a great mid-range phone. I'm taking to this very last question, guys, and it is from Kanika Paul. Hi dear friend. Kanika writes, I own a Samsung S10e and my phone screen just broke and blacked out. Sorry to hear about that. My phone is fairly new and in a very good condition, but I'm very confused if I should get it fixed from Samsung service center, who obviously are charging a fortune, or should I trust a local repair shop? Which way will I get a better result? Are Samsung service centers trustworthy, or should I make peace with the fact that my phone's life is ended? I don't think so your phone's life is ended yet. It's a very good phone, and since he's mentioned that it's in a good condition, I think it's just the display that's broke. So you can of course go to the Samsung service centers and get it fixed. It's just about the trust factor. If you know a local shop, just because he said these centers are expensive, so if you know a local shop and you can trust the person there, you can go and get it fixed in front of you. Otherwise, going to a Samsung service center is a wise choice. And because it's a 1-year-old phone, since you mentioned, you might have a warranty card as well. I mean, you can use it up. In case not, then still Samsung service center would be a wise choice. So yeah, Thank you for asking that question. Thank you everyone for asking all the questions. In case I couldn't take your question in this video, please don't be mad at me. I'll take it in the next video. You can always comment again in the comment section down below. Use the hashtag Let's Get Techie and I'll take it next Friday. Yes, I'll do that. And yeah, stay home, stay safe, and subscribe to India Today Tech.